What's up, guys? It is Monday. Oh. Already doing work. Sorry. Just give me a time and I'll make it. I have to Anyways, what's up? Sorry. It's crazy today. If you guys didn't know, I'm moving to New York tomorrow, and this will be the last question thing that I do here from Galveston. I will, oh God, I gotta unpack this PC, break it down, and ship it. And the 2 monitors. It sucks. I'm really worried about it. Anyways, let's answer some questions. Formspring.com/itmeJP. Grack420 asking me 7 times in a row, how often do I get my eyebrows waxed? Every time I go get a haircut is when I get them waxed. You know, I don't want to have a unibrow. Not really down with looking like a Russian guy or anything like that. Yeah, real men get their eyebrows waxed because they don't want to get unibrows. Or it's a metrosexual, I don't know. What a question to start off with today. What are your top 5 favorite movies? Hook. These are not in any order. It's too hard to do that. Hook, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the original Transformers. Shit. I need 2 more. I don't know what the other 2 are. Try not to think too recent. Lord of the Rings trilogy, I think, definitely goes in there. And I don't know a 5th. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't think of a 5th. I love watching movies though. It's just I can't think of a 5th right now. But the easy answers for me are Hook and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love those 2 movies. Transformers is kind of a throwback. And then Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, I'm a nerd, so that's like I have to do that. Favorite beer, it's got to be Leffe, Leffe. It's a Belgium blonde, I believe. I'm probably pronouncing it terribly, but that's become my favorite beer since MLG Providence when Kennegat introduced it to me. Favorite hard liquor. If I had to choose one drink that I could always drink no matter what time of the day, it would probably be Rumpelmans. And a lot of people are going to hate me for that. I know a lot of my friends already hate me for drinking it because they can't stand it. Go look it up. It's a very, very strong, peppermint schnapps. I think it's like 100 proof or something like that. It's called Rumpelmans. Rumpel, how you would spell it, and then Minze. Yeah, go look it up. Thanks for the question. What did the community have to say about SF Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition on PC? I'm tempted to buy it, but I don't know how large the community is. I met you at MLG Anaheim and you were super nice. Keep up the great work. Cool. I'm glad I met you. Thank you for the compliment. And I don't know. Super Street Fighter 4 is just buy it on 360. People at work, man. Buy it on 360. The community didn't seem all that great. 2012 is not out on the PC yet. It comes out later in February, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Don't buy it on the PC. If you got a 360, buy it on there. more people playing. I could never really. I mean, there were people playing on the PC, but there's always going to be more on the 360. When you asked the community about AE on PC, what did they have to say? I would buy it, but it's the same question. Yeah, PC is a barren wasteland. Don't buy it. Okay, so this is a two-part question. I'll go to the first part right below. I want to get more involved in esports, like actually knowing what state of the game is talking about without having to hear it there first. What's the best way to do this? Read a lot, visit Reddit, visit Team Liquid. Yeah. And I want to support esports and get in it when I finish college. We'll be around in 5 years. What is esports looking for the most right now? Video editors is a pretty big deal. To be able to cut and shoot a very stylistic video is pretty awesome with a quick turnaround. Graphic design, pretty important. What is in the highest demand for people that want to get a job in esports, and how hard is it to get something like that? I mean, pretty much anything really right now you can get a job for in esports. You just have to be really good at it and have connections. It's pretty hard to get an actual full-time job. I consider myself incredibly lucky to be able to have a full-time job on MLG. And if you can do it yourself, then you can create your own brand, kind of like Sean, Day9 has, or Artosis and Tasteless have. But, I mean, to be honest, man, do something that you're interested in. Don't do something because it's going to be easy to get a job in. Because 5 years from now, probably not going to be the same situation. Get a degree in which you enjoy or which you find easy for you. Because I've said before, a degree is, regardless of what it's in, a degree is just a piece of paper that opens up doors for you. Sadly, you got to pay a lot of money for it, but it's very, very important to have, regardless of what industry you're in. So get something that you enjoy. Don't do something to get a job in esports because it's something that you like to watch or something like that. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but you won't get through college if you do something that you hate, and you won't enjoy your job if you do something that you hate. So do something that you enjoy in college and make it work for esports, because you can make pretty much anything work for esports. Thank you for the question, Elder Kingpin. I just freaked out and thought I wasn't recording for a second. Do you think StarCraft 2 will be the front of esports, or in the future will other esports like MOBAs or shooters take the main stage? I don't know. I think this year is going to be a pretty big year for StarCraft 2 in terms of testing that. I don't know of a shooter right now that'll beat it. Because there's just not anything that's really popular. MOBAs, on the other hand, they might do it. I mean, they're already beating it in numbers. I don't know if they'll take the main stage or anything soon, but we'll see. 2012 is going to be weird, man. Heart of the Swarm could revitalize StarCraft 2 when it doesn't even really need to be revitalized. It's already pretty big, so we'll see. If there's any genre of game to replace StarCraft 2 on the main stage, it'll probably be a MOBA of some sort. Stupid troll question. Hey JP, are you wondering, are you planning on starting a show with that similar to State of the Game but with Dota 2 when it's released, or while it's even in beta? I was thinking of starting a show myself, but it's a bit iffy. From Durka. Durka, make the show. Don't ask me a question like that. Just do it. Just make whatever show you want. I don't have that many contacts within the pro Dota scene. I kind of do. I mean, I know of Toby1. I could probably get an email or an intro to him. He would probably be someone I want on the show. And then probably try to find another pro, but I don't know who it would be. I don't have any plans right now. I'm way too busy. So go make it yourself, please. Please make a State of the Game Dota show. It'd be awesome. Call it State of the Defense, I guess. Favorite type of seafood from Zesty Brick? I don't really like seafood all that much. I had scallops for the first time probably a year ago, which is really pathetic because I'm 25. My food palate is pretty terrible in that regard or sense. I guess shrimp It's kind of a boring answer, but I'll eat shrimp any time of the day, any day of the week, any week of the year, any year of the decade. So shrimp. Who are your top 3 favorite heroes in Dota 2? That is a hard question. I usually random probably 90-95% of my games. I like playing Ricky in pubs. It's fun to pub stomp with him. Nyax is always fun to play. I like getting inside of Beastmaster's Crow or something and flying around. That's always a lot of fun. Nyax, Ricky, and I don't know. I change from day to day. Axe is kind of a fun hero that I've been playing with the recent changes to him. He's really good. Ursa is always fun for pub stomping. I don't know. That's why I random, because I can't really decide on who I want to play on. So, top 3, Nyax, SA, random. Your thoughts on Star Wars: The Old Republic? Go read the blog post. It's over at it's on my blogger site. I've already posted my thoughts on it. It was, I don't know. It was a WoW, or it is a WoW clone. If you like the Star Wars universe and you like World of Warcraft, go play it. Other than that, I kind of lost interest around level 30. Do you know any StarCraft 2 pro gamers that currently have a day job to make ends meet? Because I really think that sponsorship funding and tournament earnings will not be enough to sustain the pro gaming lifestyle. Off the top of my head, thanks for the question, Jepnaya. I guess is how I pronounce that. Off the top of my head, no. But I'm sure there are a lot of quote-unquote pro gamers that have a full-time job. You know, this kind of makes me want to bring up Scott's point, where you can't really be declared a pro gamer by his definition unless you're making money to go to these tournaments, to make money monthly just for playing the game, not because you won a tournament or something like that. And I think that's a pretty good point. There's only probably less than 30 players, I would think, like that in the world that make money on a monthly basis without tournaments. So that's something to think about. What do you guys think? Should you consider yourself a pro gamer if you go to tournaments, or should you consider yourself a pro gamer if you're only making money from the team on a monthly basis, not counting tournaments? Something to think about. That's the same question. How long would it take for someone with little to no MOBA experience to become decent at Dota 2? I don't know. That's a hard question. Dota 2, there is a bajillion things to learn. My knowledge of it, and I guess I'm okay at the game. I don't really consider myself to be amazing or anything. I can name, if given any hero, I can name all of his abilities, his ultimate, what items are probably good on him, how to make the items, what time you should get the item, what flow you should get the item. I mean, there are like 100 plus heroes in that. There's a ridiculous amount of heroes in the game that you have to know every ability to, because when you're in a lane with them, you have to know what to do and how to work that lane. To know every item is incredible. Like, there's so many different combinations. I would say either, if you don't have any experience, go use the Observer client that Dota 2 has. It's a really awesome client. You can watch people play a certain hero. You can see what heroes are being played in the client before you even join the game. Find a hero you like, watch someone play that hero, and then kind of copy them, kind of like what you do in StarCraft. Good luck. It's going to be tough. From AJ Ferrario, hope I pronounced that right. Hi JP, love your stuff. Thanks a lot. Do you think esports need to reach a general audience like that reached by football in order to succeed in the long run, or do you think it can survive as a niche product consumed only by gamers? Depends on the community. Depends on if they're willing to kind of pay for what they're watching, in a sense. If they're always going to want to watch free content, it probably won't work. It's definitely going to be mainstream, or going to need the general audience, as you stated. But it can remain niche, if people are willing to put some money into it, in the sense, pay for what they're watching. So we'll see. It doesn't need it. I definitely think it can exist kind of as its own things. Gamers will definitely. There's enough gamers in the world to make it profitable, I believe, but we'll see. Those questions are always so hard to answer because a lot of us really don't know what's going to happen. Next question from the God Emperor. Are you a wizard? No, I am not a wizard. I apologize. I am kind of growing a beard here on my chin, though. I do need to shave before taking off to New York tomorrow. Hold on. Let me see what these two emails are. Okay, I don't care about that. Oh, God, that's a long email chain. I got to read that afterwards. Anyways, next question. Hey, JP, with MLG having 2 sets of tournaments, arena, and live events, do you think some players will play better at arenas and not as well at live events and vice versa? Some players might do well in the arena with no crowds and they add pressure in VV. I don't know what NVV is. Maybe you're trying to control pace or something. I don't know. But that's a good question. You know, maybe Hero will do really well at the arena events, but not so well at the live events. I definitely don't think people will do well at the live events, and they'll do poorly at the arena events. If anything, the arena event's going to be super relaxed in that sense. There's not going to be a billion people or anything like that. But we'll see. That's a cool question. I might bring that up in one of the casts. Thank you, Proto923, as to that question. I will ask my co-casters. Thank you. Would you eat a chimichurri? No, I would not. Straight up, shot down. Are you familiar with the esports production value web show produced by the I Love Esports guys? As MLG talked about his suggestions, will MLG hire a production specialist like him to give input to the producer and crew to make the show better? From Propane LOL. I am familiar with them. I've watched a lot of the shows. Has MLG talked about his suggestions? Somewhat. A lot of the time we're really incredibly busy, so we don't talk all that often, but or talk often about his show specifically. We kind of just do our own thing. Will MLG hire a production specialist like him to give input to the producer and crew to make the show better? I have no idea if they'll do that. It'd be cool, but I don't know. Thank you for the question. A lot of people submit a question and then submit a question under their name. Top 5 favorite subjective or best objective games, both at the moment and all time. Favorite or best, whichever you prefer, or both. That's a very weird question, very open-ended. Top 5 favorite games right now at this very moment, in no specific order. Another email to answer. Kingdoms of Amalur is up there. Dota 2, StarCraft 2. What are some other games I've been playing? Saints Row and Street Fighter 4. Right now, of all time, it's going to be very like JRP heavy. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3, Secret of Mana, Quake has to go in there, and sadly, World of Warcraft. I mean, World of Warcraft's a damn good game. I don't care who you are as much as you want to talk shit about it, but Blizzard's smart, man. That's a good game. It's not the most popular MMO in the world for no reason. Hey, JP, on the 125.12 show, you said, thanks for watching, by the way, you said esports needs an FPS. Why is this the case? Because FPSs are riveting to watch. Thing is, it has to be approachable to viewers who have never seen it before to be able to watch it. If you show a random person on the street Quake, they're probably going to get motion sickness, and they're probably not going to understand what the hell is going on. So it has to be presentable to the public in a sense. But it needs an FPS because they're incredibly riveting to watch. It's very easy to draw or to make a storyline with an FPS game, with a 1v1 duel game, for obvious reasons. So thank you for the question, Hibbert. I think that's how I say your name. Said he watched a lot of films, so I expect a good answer. Favorite actor/actress enjoying the content. Favorite actor, it's kind of a hard question. George Clooney and Brad Pitt. I'll probably watch any movie that they're in because it's generally going to be good. I just watched The Descendants. That was awesome. Moneyball, probably one of my favorite films of 2011. That was a really good film. Favorite actress? One that comes to mind is Rooney Mara, because I just watched The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was really good. Kate Winslet, like, she wins awards for everything. A lot of them are weird artsy-fartsy pieces, so I don't watch all that much, but she's obviously good. She's probably not my favorite actress. Olivia Wilde, I guess, would be my favorite actress. But favorite actress is kind of silly because, like, any guy's got to say whoever they think is, like, the hottest, right? So, that's my answer. Well, let me. Never mind. Update on that giant email chain. Are there any plans to do any MLG LAN event in Toronto or any other Canadian city from Flanman Leet 1337? I have no idea. I'm not privy to a lot of the stuff when it comes to LAN events and where they're going to be. So I don't have an answer for you. I hope so. I hope it's not in the winter because I don't want to go to Canada when it's cold up there because it gets really cold, and I'm from Texas and we don't like cold weather, which sucks because I got to go to New York, which is close to Canada. At this point, I'm just whining. Let's go on to the next question. Are there any plans for same question? Hey JP, do you have any advice on networking in general? Always be nice no matter what. Always present yourself. Always ask if you can have a second of their time before just having a second of their time. Yeah, just always be nice, and don't be too much of a pester. Be straight and to the point. A lot of people don't like kind of beating around the bush. Yeah, those are my things. Question is I don't know. Which webcam do you use? And if you know, which webcam do the other State of the Games use? Thanks for reading. Love the show. Celtech. Thank you for watching. I use a Logitech C910. It runs about $70, I think is what they're running for now. Sean uses a LifeCam. Tyler uses the same webcam as me, and I think Dan does as well. But Sean has like a Microsoft HD LifeCam or something like that. Both are good. I prefer the Logitech though. What are your computer specs and what hardware and software are you using for production? So I have an i7 2600K, 16 gigs of RAM, 570 superclocked PNY GTX SLI, 120 gigabit, solid state Intel drive. What else? 1200 watt power supply, which is an overkill. Don't do that. You can get by on like maybe a 900 or 800. And then a giant heatsink. And I use hardware for software. I'm using this. It's a Behringer Eurorack UB2442FX. It's a giant sound mixer, probably a little bit over the top, but it does what it's meant for. SM58 Shure mic with a mic stand for my mic during State of the Game. Software-wise, I use XSplit. Short and sweet. It does everything I need. There's your answer. You submitted it 4 times. Thanks. Will you ever play WoW again, like when MOP, Mist of Pandaria, I guess is what that is, comes out? If not, would you want to play 100% free? Probably not. It takes up so much time. I'm the type of guy that I always want to try to be the very best in anything that I play or do. So if I play WoW, I sit there and being the very best in WoW means you play a lot. So that's what happens to me, and it's not good. I lose track of time. I lose track of other stuff, and yeah. JP, how do you feel about esports betting, and what do you think it would be and do you think it would be possible in the near future if esports would make watching StarCraft 2 more fun? And there's already some good betting sites with fake money and stuff. For example, ES blah blah blah, which is awesome, by the way. Cough. I'm not going to mention the website. Go check it out for yourself. Maybe. I mean, there are some kind of underground betting sites with real money that do exist. I don't know. Maybe so. It gets into weird territory. I mean, we saw in Brood War the whole drama with Savior and throwing matches and shit like that. Like that. It's always so hard to see if someone's actually throwing a match. So I don't know. Maybe. I think fantasy StarCraft is probably something that should be really big. And we might even have plans with that. Is MLG going to come to Canada this year? Don't know. Do you even lift? I don't understand. I'm pretty sure I answer this. No, I don't. I don't lift, man. Why are you spamming my form spring with that? Hey JP, I've recently seen a thread on TL about a mod that allows multiplayer games to be saved while in progress and then later being uploaded. Do you think that League's picking something like this up for tournaments to resolve disconnect issues? Probably not. For reasons that I can't go into, because of legal reasons that I've signed NDAs and stuff, probably not. Short and sweet. MLGPR, Puerto Rico? Make it. I guess it's Puerto Rico. Okay, make it happen. I'll try. Then you get Kill a KC Anakin to come on the show to talk about the SC2 map pool for 2012. Maybe, maybe not. I've tried to get John Nelson, aka Anakin, on. We've been extremely busy in the past, so I don't know if it'll happen. We'll see. How many push-ups can you do? If you don't know, can you do them live? I can't do them live. I'm not wearing pants right now. The secret's up. And I don't know how many I could do. Probably 30 or 40, maybe. Why not use Twitch's VOD system? You could delete the VOD when the YouTube VOD finishes processing, because allowing them to view on Twitch does nothing for me. Getting the YouTube built up before I become a partner is more important. No fluff answer. What do you think about League of Legends pulling big numbers by not having tournaments every month? League of Legends pulls big numbers because they have a URL when you start up the game. It says, hey, come watch the ESL Extreme Masters by clicking this link here. You click the link and it opens up the stream. That's probably why they have big numbers every month. Short and sweet. Thanks, Josh Speed, for the question. How do you feel about the lack of innovation in the FPS genre in the last couple of years? Is it due to something being very direct, straight up? Sorry. Is it due to being a very direct, straight up gameplay? Yeah, Jesus, gameplay style, or is there something else to it? I don't know. I'm trying to think. The last game to really innovate on competitive FPS was probably like Quake, to really innovate on it. FPSs in general have really had good innovation when it comes to storytelling and design philosophies that way, but competitive wise, I don't know. Is it due to it being a very direct, straight up gameplay style? Maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to be using a mouse, you're going to be using WASD to move, so that might be it. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. I'm going to leave that question there and answer it when I'm not so fucking busy. Do you ever get nervous before going on stage to do player introductions or before a cast? If so, how do you deal with the nerves? Thanks. You're a sick nerd baller, sir. Thank you, Scott Procaro. Yeah, so I actually... random story about me. In high school, I avoided taking speech class because I hate public speaking. Then I got a job at MLG being a public speaker, which doesn't make sense, really. So I get nervous pretty much. I mean, everyone gets nervous when you're doing on-stage stuff or when you're casting or anything like that. Eventually, it goes away in the first couple of seconds. Doing player introductions was something that I was pretty frightened by the first time I did it. The more I do it, the more comfortable I am, the more that I don't even know that the crowd's there, and it's just me kind of talking to the player or introducing the player. You'll see every time I do it that I usually am pretty adrenaline-filled, so much so that I get a little bit of the shakes every now and then. You'll notice in the interviews when I do that, my hand is shaking with the mic in their face. How do you deal with the nerves? I just do it. I don't know. I haven't figured out a better way. Sometimes I'll sneak off to the bar or something and take a shot. That helps every now and then. But then I start slurring words after too many of those, so it doesn't work all that often. Yeah, it's tough, man. I just kind of do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's my question. Sorry, I was thinking if there's anything else. A couple more, probably one or two. Does esports have to become like real sports? Oh, we already answered that. Do I need to send you a mug so we stop drinking from a red plastic cup? No, the red plastic cup is the best thing in the world. I don't have any here on the desk because I throw them away. But I don't like doing dishes. I don't like washing stuff. So red plastic cup for the win. Plus, if you get two of them, the second one insulates the first one, so your coffee stays warmer for a little bit longer. Pro bachelor tip. Hi JP, do you think tournaments will ever be purely about the play rather than having a huge caster pool? Kind of like in sports when you don't tune in because this guy's casting an NFL game, you want to see the players, teams, etc. Great work, JP. I hope so. I hope they do. I mean, that's my simple answer. I think one day it'll be that big, but yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. The answer's not the best day. I got to go unpack this PC. I've been thinking about that the entire time. Pretty nervous about it. Yeah, it's going to suck. I got to ship my PC to New York, guys, plus 2 monitors. I don't know if they're going to make it. If they don't, you'll see me bitching on Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. I'll try to do some more stuff when I'm in New York. I don't know how long it's going to take for my PC to get there. And I'll probably be pretty busy overall. So, peace. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. I got to go shave. Got to go shower. Got to go pack my PC. Got to go do a meeting. Got to go do some voiceovers. And got to pack. I'm out.